Welcome back to Grandma's Vibes, where wisdom meets warmth, and every story feels like home. Whether you're here for life lessons, relationship advice, or just a cozy chat, you've come to the right place. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of human connection. Specifically, how women communicate attraction. You might think it's all about chemistry, but trust me, there's so much more beneath the surface. By the end of this video, you'll not only understand the subtle signs women show when they're truly into you, but you'll also gain insights that can transform your relationships forever. So grab your favorite drink, settle in, and let's get started. Decoding the secret signals of attraction. Attraction is one of the most mysterious forces in human interactions. It's often said that love is a language, but what many people overlook is that this language isn't always spoken aloud. In fact, much of it is communicated through unspoken cues, gestures, expressions, and behaviors that reveal far more than words ever could. Today, we're going to peel back the curtain on female psychology to uncover the 5 secret signals women show when they're genuinely attracted to someone. These aren't random behaviors. They're deeply rooted in evolutionary psychology and human connection. Some are so subtle that you might have missed them before, but once you know what to look for, you'll start noticing them everywhere. Why does this matter? Because understanding these signals isn't just about attraction. It's about fostering respect, building meaningful connections, and creating relationships based on mutual understanding. When you learn to pick up on these behaviors, you'll save yourself from misreading situations, avoid missed opportunities, and become the kind of person who knows how to respond with confidence and clarity. Before we dive into the 5 key signs, let me ask you something. Have you ever felt confused by mixed signals from a woman? One moment she's leaning in, fully engaged, and the next, she seems distant or unsure. If this sounds familiar, don't worry, you're not alone. Women often communicate their attraction in nonverbal ways, and learning to read these cues will unlock a whole new level of connection. Let's begin by exploring the psychology behind female attraction and why certain traits and behaviors trigger interest. Then we'll move on to the 5 secret signs themselves. Are you ready? Let's go. The psychology behind female attraction. To truly understand the signs of attraction, we need to take a step back and explore the psychological foundations that drive human behavior. Evolutionary psychology plays a significant role here. For centuries, women have been wired to seek qualities in potential partners that signal strength, stability, and emotional security. While physical strength was once paramount for survival, modern attraction leans heavily toward emotional and psychological traits. What does this mean for you? It means that the car you drive or the brand of your watch doesn't matter nearly as much as how you make her feel. Confidence, attentiveness, and the ability to create a safe emotional space are far more attractive than material possessions. When a woman feels seen, heard, and valued, it activates a deep sense of connection that transcends physical attraction. However, attraction isn't always straightforward. Women often communicate interest through subtle behaviors, and missing these cues can lead to confusion or missed opportunities. That's why recognizing patterns is crucial. A single behavior might not mean much, but when multiple signs align, it's a strong indicator that something deeper is happening. Now that we've laid the groundwork, let's dive into the first of the 5 secret signs. Sign number 1. Genuine eye contact. One of the most powerful signals a woman can give is through her eyes. Have you ever noticed her holding your gaze just a little longer than usual? Genuine eye contact goes beyond a casual glance. It's prolonged, intentional, and often accompanied by subtle cues like dilated pupils and a warm, inviting expression. Why is this so significant? Eye contact is one of the oldest forms of nonverbal communication. Psychologically, it's linked to building intimacy and trust. When a woman feels connected to you, she's naturally drawn to make eye contact as it signals openness and vulnerability. It's her way of saying, "I see you, and I want you to see me too." Here's a practical tip. When you notice this sign, reciprocate with confidence. Hold her gaze, not in a way that feels intense or overbearing, but with a relaxed, self-assured energy. Add a genuine smile to signal that you're engaged and interested. Confidence is incredibly attractive, and your ability to meet her eye contact without hesitation reinforces that connection. Remember, this isn't about staring. It's about creating a shared moment of understanding. Now, let's move on to the second sign. Sign number 2. Subtle touches. Subtle touches are one of the most telling signs that a woman is drawn to you. These gestures might seem innocent on the surface, but they often carry deeper meaning. Maybe she lightly brushes her hand against yours during a conversation, touches your arm to emphasize a point, or places her hand on your shoulder while laughing at your joke. From a psychological perspective, physical touch is a powerful form of communication. It's often an unconscious way for women to bridge the gap between emotional and physical attraction. When a woman feels comfortable around you, touch becomes her way of inviting closeness and subtly testing the waters to see how you respond. Here's how you handle it. When you notice these subtle touches, reciprocate appropriately. This doesn't mean you should immediately escalate physical contact. Instead, mirror her actions in a respectful and natural way. For example, if she touches your arm during a conversation, a gentle touch on her shoulder or hand, when emphasizing a point, can signal that you're on the same wavelength. The key is to stay within her comfort zone and demonstrate that you're tuned to her signals. Avoid overthinking or overreacting. Keep it natural and let the connection develop organically. By paying attention to these small but meaningful gestures, you'll deepen the connection and show her that you understand and respect her boundaries. Sign number 3. Active listening and engaged responses. The third sign is all about how she engages with you during a conversation. Pay attention to the little things. Is she leaning in when you talk? Does she nod in agreement or mirror your gestures? Maybe she's asking thoughtful follow-up questions or laughing at your jokes a little longer than usual. These are all signs of active listening and genuine interest. Women often show their attraction by giving their full attention to someone they're drawn to. From a psychological standpoint, this behavior is rooted in the desire to connect on both an emotional and intellectual level. When a woman prioritizes what you're saying, she's subtly communicating that she values your thoughts and wants to keep the conversation flowing. So how do you keep that connection alive? The key is to reciprocate her engagement. Be present. Show her that you're not just hearing her words, but genuinely understanding them. Lean in slightly when she speaks. Maintain eye contact and respond thoughtfully. Avoid giving generic answers or letting your mind wander. She'll notice if your focus shifts. Most importantly, don't rush to dominate the conversation. Ask open-ended questions that invite her to share more about herself. By showing that you're as invested in the dialogue as she is, you build a dynamic where mutual interest thrives. Sign number 4. Playful teasing or flirting. This is where things start to get fun. If she's cracking light-hearted jokes, playfully challenging you, or even mock arguing about something trivial, you've likely caught her attention. Why do women do this? Flirting is a natural way to test the waters and create a sense of comfort and excitement. From a psychological perspective, playful teasing helps establish rapport and build a unique bond. It signals that she feels safe enough with you to let her guard down and have fun, a significant step in deepening any connection. When you notice this behavior, respond with humor and confidence. Match her energy, but don't try to one-up her or turn it into a competition. For example, if she playfully teases you about your choice of drink, laugh it off and tease her back in a light, fun way. The goal is to keep the interaction positive and effortless. Avoid taking her teasing too seriously. If she jokes about something, don't get defensive or overthink it. Instead, roll with the playful tone and use it as an opportunity to show off your charisma. By meeting her playful energy with confidence and wit, you'll show her that you're someone she can have fun with, someone who doesn't just understand her humor, but enhances it. Sign number 5, prioritizing time with you. When a woman genuinely likes you, she makes time for you, even when her schedule is packed. It might be as simple as agreeing to meet for coffee, suggesting plans for the weekend, or carving out time for a quick chat amidst her busy day. These actions show she's prioritizing you, even when life is hectic. Why does this matter? Time is one of the most valuable resources we have. When she chooses to spend hers with you, it's a clear indicator that she sees you as someone worth investing in. Psychologically, this reflects interest and a desire to build a deeper connection. People rarely go out of their way for someone they don't care about. So how should you respond? First, acknowledge and appreciate her efforts. A simple, "Thank you for making time for me," can go a long way in showing your gratitude. Then, reciprocate by making her feel that her time is valued. Be present, attentive, and engaged when you're together. Remember, relationships thrive on mutual effort, and recognizing this sign allows you to foster an even stronger connection. Common misinterpretations of female signals. Not every action that seems like interest is genuine attraction. It's important to distinguish between polite gestures and authentic signals. For example, a forced smile, generic compliment, or short polite responses might just be her way of being courteous, not a sign she's drawn to you. Context is everything. One isolated behavior doesn't paint the full picture. A genuine smile paired with prolonged eye contact and an engaged conversation is a good sign. But a casual smile without other signals might simply be friendliness. Reading the situation holistically is key to avoiding missteps. And here's a big tip: avoid overanalyzing. Constantly dissecting her every move can make you anxious and overthink interactions. Instead, stay confident and open. If you're unsure about her intentions, don't be afraid to ask something as simple as, "I feel like we get along really well. What do you think?" How to respond when you notice these signs. Confidence is your best ally when you spot these signs. Don't hesitate or second-guess yourself. Respond naturally, showing that you're self-assured without being arrogant. Avoid overthinking. Attraction thrives on authenticity. Relax and let your true self shine through. When the moment feels right, take the next step, whether it's asking her out, suggesting a shared activity, or simply expressing your interest in a respectful, straightforward way. Transform your relationships. To recap, the 5 secret signs women show when they're interested are genuine eye contact, subtle touches, active listening, playful teasing, and prioritizing time with you. These behaviors are subtle, yet powerful indicators of attraction. Recognizing them can transform how you approach relationships. Relationships are built on mutual understanding, respect, and effort. Start paying attention to these signals in your interactions and use them to build meaningful connections. If you found value in this video, share your thoughts or experiences in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on more insightful content from Grandma's Vibes.